Welcome everyone. I'm Julissa Perez with the Santos group at Keller Williams. And today we're going to be talking about design and how buyers, sellers, and investors try to look for ways that they can have a home that's presentable and depersonalized. And today I'm really excited to be here with my friend Magaly Ramirez from Magy Interiors, who's going to be talking to us about the different design tips and bits that we can take into effect to make sure that we're able to sell and promote a property with great focus and synergy. Welcome, Magy.
Thank you, Julissa. I am excited to be here with you. This is a passion for me. As a design is not just a strategy, it's more about the passion, the soul, and bringing that part of your life together.
Yes, and I'm sure, Magy, you have so much experience. What ideas can you give sellers that are trying to place their property on the market? They want to get the best return on their investment.
As you know, for your experience doing Realty, people that have the tendency to invest a lot in the house in order to sell it. But there are a few things that you can do that you don't have to spend, unless you have a kitchen that is breaking or bathroom that is tearing down. There are a few things that you can do, like paint. If you paint in a neutral color, everything look clean. You organize everything at home. Remove all those pictures, avoid those strong colors, because we need to think if someone come to the home, they need to feel that it's their home. If it's too personalized, they can get scared.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
And what would you say for buyers, someone that's going into the home and seeing what ideas tips you can provide to them, like when they're looking at the property and they're making the decision if that's going to be their
So
home?
we have the opposite side. So we're telling the seller to think about the buyer. But sometimes the seller is busy, they cannot do, maybe they don't have the information. What I tell the buyer is to be open and see the potential of the house. How they can see the space and see, oh yes, I can live here, I can do a few changes, and that would be, my home.
Yeah, because sometimes they're looking, I know that we're always focused telling the sellers, try to depersonalize, try not to have a lot of things that are your favorites.
Exactly.
Because we want to make sure that whoever comes in tries to envision it, but a lot of times it's easier said than done.
Exactly.
So for example, a buyer may go in and they're like, oh, I don't like this decoration, I don't want this house.
Exactly.
What can you tell them, like based on those tips that you just gave them, but also like what else should they be looking at to focus on that future home that can be their own?
Yes, I think one of the things that they need to look at is the size of the space. If that is something that fit, the way that they live, and they look at the house and look at with a vision, and see more like we discussed before, how seeing the bond of the house, more like and avoiding to see little details on the furniture. Remember that is the person's style that lives there. And see, is that something that I want to invest time giving the love that the house need? That kind of question can guide you and feel you got. I believe a lot on feelings.
Mm-hmm.
When you enter the space, the energy that the house gives you, all that.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
no, definitely.
Yes.
And when it comes to like investors and landlords that have the property and they want to be able to attract a new tenant to the space.
Yeah, we're going again to the basic. I think it has to be in good condition, and they have to be attractive. And the other thing, I thinking from the point of view of the investor, they need to have materials that last. I would say in the window treatment, they need to have something that is cleanable, something that is simple, doesn't get complicated for the new owner. For the new tenant that gets there. So those are the things that from the point of view how to attract, how to have and also have good intention that what you offering to the person coming in is something that is livable, that is they're gonna feel good there, and that inspire them also to take care of the property.
That's very true. Yeah. And when it comes to lighting, because sometimes we go into spaces that the lighting is poor, like what recommendations?
Oh,
you
that is a big part.
Uh-huh.
Because when you have a space that feels gloomy, that is very dark, you don't get the energy. Sometimes that the actual space, you're not able to see the space. It is different when you have, even it doesn't have to be expensive, but it has to be a good lighting. I would say that you could have you can change the bulbs to daylight, so it actually illuminate the space and can feel better. Even though that at night that you want to have your yellow light again and feel more warm, then you can do that. But when you're showing, you just have enough illumination. And if you have the money to spend and having nice fixtures, you can do that too.
Definitely. And in terms of, I know that you were mentioning, obviously outside of the video, you were mentioning that people were going from minimalist to maximizing the structures, the decoration in their homes. Like, what is changing between that? I know that that's a transition now between now and the coming year, that people are looking more into that.
Yes, because the thing is that we were more into the white, grays, minimalism, just the minimum to live, and I think that is cold. And at some point, some people realize that they need to have like a more warmth, the earth tone, the earth feeling, the natural things. And maximalism is actually another tendency where you have the tendency to have more strong colors, more accessories, more details. As how do I say? The art is different. For example, I have a client that she's minimalism, and everything that she has at art are blank painting with a little break here, a little thing there. And when you look at on the wall, some people like to have accent, color, feel the nature, having plants, flowers. All those things is part of the tendency. And also the colors, the tendency of the colors coming, there are dark colors like the browns, the maroon, deep green, dark blues.
You were telling me like deep navy, the burgundy.
Exactly,
yes.
All those tones. And people have been more bold, even painting the ceilings.
Yeah, so that trend is coming back, because I know that before, several years back, there was a tendency of putting like accent colors on walls.
Yeah.
So now you're saying that it's more like a whole room.
The whole room is being less timid and doing that. And remember, design, there are trends that comes and go. It's like a circle. It used to be like every 7 years, every 10 years that you're gonna renew your house. Now everything is changing. 5 years, sometimes 3 years.
Yeah. So, and you were saying also, like, I know that we, like you said, every transition comes around the trends. We had like the curtains that was important. Now you were saying that window treatments are focused with the remote ones, like
yes. A window treatment, let me tell you, window treatment is a big part of the decoration because it has many functions. It allows you to have privacy where you feel secure in your house. It controls the light, helps you control the heat, and also you can integrate it with the whole theme of the design. And it's a big part. Now that we have the technology that is available for everyone, before to have a home automated system was so expensive, but it's affordable now. Everyone can have it. And the other thing is that you don't need to disconstruct the house to do electrical wiring, because you can have battery powered motors, which is a very convenient.
Wow, that's great. That's great. Yeah. So I'm really good. And for anyone that, for example, whether they're selling, buying, investing, they want to be able to have an idea of the decoration of what they can do. Like, how can they connect with you or someone as yourself that can be able to guide them?
And there is one. You have my information that we can provide in that case, but let's say not just me. And there is many ways that you can find a decorator or an interior designer. And depending on your budget, you can start with consultation, and from there you decide what you want to continue doing.
But for example, I know that, like, I'm always curious. Like, for example, someone that has no clue, like, they want to have their place to look very nice and warm. Like, how do you guide them? Like, if they have no idea of colors, of how to set anything up, like, how do you guide them? Like, how you help them?
Okay, this is something that sounds like you don't have an idea. Everybody has an idea. Everybody, they look at magazine, they see other houses, they go places. Yeah, I would like to have that. Maybe they don't know how to do it. One of the things that, in my experience dealing with clients for many years, is listen. Ask questions and listen, and you're going to find out exactly what is their style and the way they live, how they use their house, how if they entertain, if they have a family living with them, they're just a couple, if they have kids. All that guides us designers and interior decorators how to guide them. You're using the word. So it is like that. It's a matter of communication, but listening, that is key.
So that's why that consultation is super important.
Yes.
To learn from them and see what their style
is. It's like an exploration.
So similar to what we do, but you do it in a different mode.
In a different mode.
Yes.
Because I imagine that you need to find out about the budget, what they want, how many people are going to live there, how they use the house. It is the same thing. The same thing.
Yeah, just curious. And Magaly, I want to know what's new with Magy Interiors.
Well, Magy Interiors has evolved. Besides doing interior design, so with the design studio, with so many years in the industry and specializing window treatment, so we have a new educational division that is the Window Wizardry, where we have created courses for emerging designers, and realtors also could be interested in offering new services to their clients. They can learn from those courses.
Oh, that's great. And is that like interior design tips and ideas, or is it for, like, when it comes to realtors, is it for staging? Like,
well, it is more about window covering skills, design principles, and business empowerment and entrepreneurship. Because let's say I have an example, a friend of mine that she started as a realtor and she has a big firm, and then she realized that the clients were asking her how to do this, how to do that, and she decided to help them with that, and she started her studio in interior design and also window treatments. Because one of the things that when you move into the house, the first thing that you need to know is make sure that you have privacy, having window coverings. It doesn't matter if it's simple, if you can do elaborated later, but you need to have those window coverings, and that's an opportunity for realtors.
That's great to know.
Yes.
Well, Magy, I'm really excited to have the opportunity to speak with you and to share all this valuable information with all our community. And I know this is the first of many. So if anyone needs our services, you can definitely reach out to us. Julissa Perez with the Santos Group at Keller Williams, and Magaly Ramirez with Magy Interiors, and we will provide the information so you can be able to reach out to us. But we're super excited that you tuned in, and please feel free in sharing this video with your family and friends or your contacts, anyone that needs to learn and know what is available and how you can be able to showcase your property. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Julissa.
Thank you, Magy, for your time.